Hello and welcome to the Cozy Vale. Today's video is something a little unexpected. We've got a new update, new roadmap, and another patch coming next week. Honestly, I kind of saw that part coming. But before we begin, I would just like to personally thank Singularity 6 for taking accountability for fumbling the last couple of updates. They'll probably never see the video, but still, owning your mistakes is a lot harder than pushing out new patches. And while I'm not saying future updates will be perfect, at least they're acknowledging the issues and fixing them. One thing that they mentioned is something that I've talked about in the past, which is testing on a private server is not the same as testing on a live server. They simply don't have enough resources. My suggestion would be to invite about 50 to 100 players to a closed beta so they can actually test build under real conditions. Now, I'm no game developer, but I'm pretty sure there's a way to run beta without pushing it live. Anyway, let's get into what's coming out. We're finally going to get a real community event to finish the docks that's been sitting half done since, well, the game started. And if you notice, there's a beautiful mural on the side of this thing that is absolutely gorgeous. I'm guessing that's what the finished dock is actually going to look like. And honestly, I love it. And I would love to have this for my house, I'm just saying. And we're also going to get a bunch of new storylines for Sifu and the gang. Now, I don't expect all this to drop at once. They'll probably be spread across all these updates, which is totally fine, I get that. We're also going to get a new lunar path, the Great Sage, which is Chinese themed, and I could tell because it's got a lot of Wukong vibes coming off of it. One of the new things that is coming out is the home lines. Look at this. This is probably the prettiest home lines that they came out with. Now, I haven't actually messed with them so far because, well, I'm lazy. But this one would be an incredible haunted mansion or spooky theme. I really like this one. This is probably the best one I've seen so far. We're also going to be getting some new kitchen sets. And the best part, you can actually change the colors of them. I was actually about to redo my whole kitchen anyway, but this gives me an excuse to put it off. They are also going to be bringing out a lot more player titles. Personally, I don't care about titles. However, a lot of people do enjoy them. Supposedly, we're going to be getting a lot of new eyebrows. A lot of them. Even a fancy unibrow. Love that. We're going to get a photo mode that's hopefully a free cam mode, which is amazing for content creators. And hopefully we get a lot more than just free camera mode, but we'll see. So after we finish the dock community event, they'll be bringing out a lot more of those types of events. Maybe we'll get to see like the windmill in Bahari Bay gets remodeled or I don't know. We'll see. They also hinted that next year, not this year, that we will be getting a whole new zone. Now, I don't know if that's a tad bit early. It's hard to believe that Highlands has already been out for as long as it has, but a year, that seems like a really short time. But either way, hopefully we'll get Bahari City. I'm just saying, that's what I want. They also mentioned something about shareable crafting kits. I'm not entirely sure how this works. From what they showed, it looks like you can customize your own build and then share it with someone else. That would be awesome because I'm too lazy to glitch things, so I'll just steal somebody else's. They're also going to make private servers rentable. Personally, don't know if I would need them, but I know some streamers would. Although I will say here lately, the drama that's been happening in chat has been kind of crazy, so I've just been staying out of it. So basically the roadmap looks like this. We have the Civic Project, which is finishing the dock first, the new Friendship Quest for the new homelines, Talon and Sifu Romance Quest, which I'm not sure how you can do that. They're married, but I know you can do it, but it's a little unorthodox, so I don't know. We'll see. And of course, we get player titles. And later on, we're going to get more Civic projects, more main quests, shareable crafting kits, rentable private servers, and something called Palia Reach, which sounds like either new game mechanics or they're gearing up for maybe a 1.0 release. I don't know if they planned that, but that would be nice. We also got our first look at the Valhast mount. Probably the best looking mount in the game so far. There's a lot of cool things coming, and I'm excited, but I'm going to keep my expectations in check. Game companies love to oversell and underdeliver. but maybe they're cooking something great. We'll see. They also showed the Grove, which hopefully they're planning on updating as well. And they talked about community feedback, which is huge. Player feedback is always the best, of course, because we play the game, we know how it plays, we know what we want and what we don't want. But if they do these changes, don't expect it to be all overnight. They're a small team and things will come slowly. One interesting thing that they showed off was a hackathon project. Now, I'm not 100% what this is, but from what I gathered, it was basically the devs just playing around, seeing what they could create. And I don't know why it's not in the game. Pig racing? I never wanted pig racing, but now I want pig racing. We need this. But other than that, there's a big aquarium. I don't know if that's coming. That would be awesome. Especially if we can put fish down in the aquarium that we choose instead of them being in a glass container. I just kind of thought that was strange. Overall, this wasn't really patch notes, more of a roadmap with hints for the future. And honestly, I like that. The community event looks awesome. Having storylines is going to be fantastic. And the upcoming update will be called Petals and Portraits. They also show some jump puzzling going on, so I don't know if that's possibly coming to the game. I know that we already had that one that I've never finished, but it would be awesome if we had more. Basically, what I've gathered from all of this is basically they know they messed up the last couple of updates and they're trying to be more transparent, which I respect totally. And they need to understand something, that they don't have to release a patch every month. So what if we don't get new content? If your attitude is no new content means I'm not playing, then maybe you're not a true Palian. Some of us have gone months, I think even years to be honest, with no content added. So waiting's not going to hurt anyone. I'd rather see things fixed correctly than rushed out. But that's just my opinion. What do you think though? Let me know in the comment section below. This video was a little bit more rambling than I usually like to do. So thanks for sticking around this long. And if you enjoyed it, feel free to leave it a like and share it, as I really do appreciate it. And we're coming up on 1,800 subscribers, which is insane. I never thought this channel would get this far. So thank all of you. Whether you've subscribed, watched the video, or just shared it, it all counts in the end. And you guys are amazing. So thank you. And until next time, stay safe, stay cozy, but most importantly, have fun gaming.
It's no excuse to continually release updates that create negative player experiences. So thank you all for giving us the feedback. We hear you and we want to do better. All right.